Okay.
Okay, we're streaming here.
At least that part's working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like strong. So we can just move him.
And then, maybe give this one. So okay, we can start. So we can start with you guys.
Okay, I can start. So for the last 2 weeks, I was working on, let's say, better error handling. So what I have implemented is reload functionality in the Jitsi Meet for the Jitsi conference objects and Jitsi connection objects, and so that's already merged and reviewed, I think. And actually, the idea of that is like if you receive some XMPP errors, or for example, Jitsi leaves the room or crashes or something like that. So for certain cases that we are thinking that the only way to recover the connection and the conference are to reload instead of the user to reload manually the browser. We are reloading our JavaScript objects and creating new connection. So that was what I was working mainly on this week's. I also started to implementing automated tests about that functionality. Other than that, we have investigated the problem on Jitsi Meet with the audio. So the issue was that from time to time there was no audio element for some participants. That should be fixed now and also reviewed and merged. And I think that's all for me.
Great. So I've been working mostly on our internal infrastructure for the last couple of weeks, so not a ton for the community call. I will get to, I know a couple people have asked me about the packaging for Jibri, and I need to, now that Aaron is back in town, I'll hopefully work on that with him a bit at some point. I've also, I think since the last community call, I can't remember, I might have talked about this before, written a new authentication portal for that can be integrated with Jitsi Meet. So work on that is still ongoing, and hopefully that integration will be happening soon. I think that's all I've done.
So I was working on adding integration with YouTube API to Meet so that we can select live streaming event or stream instead of copy pasting it from YouTube. There is a PR for it, but the whole thing is not very well integrated with Debian packages yet. So it will take some time before everyone can use it. And other than that, I was adding some minor fixes to our callstat integration so that conferences will not be reported so often as partially failed for non-critical errors, like when we are trying to get video stream for HD, but it's not supported, and we're falling back to lower resolution. It was reported as partially failed, but we fixed that. And we also, with some added improvement to Jitsi so that it can, when Jibri dies, it will automatically start recording on another instance. So this is already in master. And yeah, I think that's it from me.
I see Lance that has joined us. Lance, do you want to add something from the mobile part?
Yeah, so for the mobile and React side, the last 2 weeks we've been porting more the avatars and the thumbnails look very close to the way they do in Neat. The stuff that we worked on last week were fixing some bugs and performance issues. Since this is the first time we've been doing a React Native application, there are a couple of gotchas that we're now ironing out and improving some of the memory use.
Okay, thanks. Aaron?
On infrastructure type stuff, I've been improving our proxy layer. I've been improving some of the error handling in some of our autoscale groups startup scripts. This week I'm planning on migrating a bunch of the infrastructure to different networks. So none of this stuff is really going to impact the community unless I get it wrong, in which case everybody will know because Meet will be down. But it looks like so far it's going to be a smooth migration and nobody should be impacted. So I think that's it for me at the moment.
Thank you. So for me, we added some minor fixes with multiple dialogues that show when you click several times on a button, like updating Selenium, and a problem that was spotted with the latest Chrome beta, which this or next week will become the stable one. Also, yeah, Boris, which is not in the call, he fixed some health checks, logging stuff that so we no longer log all the health checks in the JVB and logs, so they were like overcrowded from this log, and debugging was awful. With him, we fixed a problem where data channel was never created at some conferences, and also I was testing, upgrading new procedure because we found a bug with kicking the. Actually, somebody reported on the mailing list. So we spotted that there was a bug in procedure which was fixed in newer versions, but with newer versions we found a problem in Meet which we fixed. With there was a problem with joining rooms, and also we found a screwed up some merging of code, so their Bosch was not working, and now everything is fixed, and maybe we will this time or next Meet upgrade, we will upgrade in the procedure, so those will be gone. So there is a question. What? So about stable versions in
Yeah, I'm not sure I
yeah,
think I follow that question.
yeah. So we're now we have for the stable versions, if it's the
Question says, wanted to check on stable versions on different dependencies used in Jitsi. Just wanted to say it out loud.
And it sounds specifically like he means the Jitsi desktop application.
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
Under Jitsi, we have versions for now, and those are also at multiple places, multiple versions. So do we have any stable version to use it or any release rather than using the snapshots?
So, I don't know, we are, um, for example, I think last week we updated libjitsi in an i4j in a video bridge, but about the GT desktop, I'm not sure. I mean, Ingo is the one that is testing those and upgrading. I think we also upgraded like a few days ago in the desktop client. I'm not sure about that. Um, yeah.
Okay, so whenever we update the libjitsi, do we require to update these versions as well in the prompts so that we can refer to the latest one all the time?
Yes, if you want to target a new libgc, you need to update those.
So
Uh,
all of them would be backward compatible?
mm,
If I'm using those APIs anywhere, so my functionality wouldn't break if I target for the new releases.
it should be backward compatible most of the time, and that's why we try to we introduce this thing with mentioning explicit versions in the POM files because to be able to revert to certain snapshots in the time. So I don't know whether this helps.
Okay, so do we have any stable release plan where we say that okay, this is the stable version of 1.0, we released it out, and now we are moving to 2.0 or 1.1?
For libgc, no, we don't have. We have recently introduced this Debian repos unstable, stable, and testing, and we plan to push in the stable everything that we deploy on Meet, and it was at least a few days have been on Meet. So this is a plan for the Debian packages and whatever they include. So
What about the desktop version?
desktop version also goes in there, but it's a manual process. While managing stable and testing for Jitsi Meet, it's an automatic thing. So I know that Ingo is planning to push new Jitsi stable version soon. I don't know when, but yeah, it will be soon.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Just one question
Mine?
there.
Anybody?
Just one question. What is the retention period for daily snapshots?
Anybody has questions?
Can you not hear him? Manoj just asked a question, Damien.
Oh, sorry, not this one. I suppose we have fixed and we'll push a update on Meet, but
Manoj, can you type your question? Because we have a bug where some audio is not coming through to some participants.
who is talking? Okay, I see who is talking. Yeah, he has an audio, right? Not good, not good.
So the question is, what is the retention period for daily snapshots?
For when do we take daily snapshots out of the list after a certain period of time? So if we have them hosted somewhere, do they roll off
Yes,
after
for
2 days?
Debian packages or
Is this for Debian packages or?
Uh,
For CentOS?
CentOS. Oh, no idea what's going on there.
Didn't actually
For
know we had-
CentOS, we have there are RPMs for the desktop client. I need to check how many versions do we keep, but it was like 10 or something for the nightlies. So yeah, if that answers the question, I think there are 10 for the nightlies.
maybe here my watch is going to work for him.
But if you turn your video for a moment, it will.
Yeah.
oh, okay. That might be the thing. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, I mean, I just turned on the mic and the volume was not passing through. Now with the video on, I guess you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
working for fixing this issue as well, so
Okay.
sorry for that.
We were waiting for a reply from the Chromium side because it's a bug where if there is no, it's a lip sync for audio and video, and if there was no video turned on, the audio doesn't start for some participants. We have a hack for that, but it fails sometimes to work, and we are working for another hack.
All right. So CentOS, would we get any update later on, like next time, or is there any focus going to be on the CentOS in the future, or are we just focusing on the Debian for now?
I didn't get that. Sorry.
He's asking whether or not CentOS is going to be a target, or are we going to continue to just focus on Debian only?
We have no plans for CentOS, but if somebody contributes anything, we can add it there, but I'm not sure about the builds, whether we will
Okay.
build machines and stuff like that. If it's easy, we can add it to the current builds, but yeah, it's a lot of work to make the Chipotle and video bridge and meet everything. So it's open for contributions there.
All right. Thank you.
Anybody?
Oh yeah, we should make another announcement. This is something that Emil has asked to talk about, and Yana just wrote a note about. Basically, we're organizing a WebRTC meetup in Austin, Texas, on August the 3rd of this year, 2016, and there's more information available in the link in the chat. So please come to our meetup. It's going to be fun. It should be at the Atlassian offices, which we can also post an address for. But if you're interested, either ask more questions or follow the link there in the chat.
Okay, thanks, Yana and Aaron. So there are no questions. And then we stop and meet in 2 weeks. So
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Take care.